Hey guys, how's it going? This is a video for Excel number 3, assignment number 3. Um, if you are using, this is the video for instructions on how to complete the assignment if you're using Google Sheets instead of Microsoft Excel. So this is for Google Sheets. Okay. You'll see the assignment right here. Okay. And all the instructions are going to be included in the file itself. So click this link below if you're using Google Sheets. So we're going to click on this one right here, and you should see this page right here. Okay, copy document. I want you to click on this. Yeah, you're going to need to be logged into your Google account, obviously. My suggestion is to use your student account. Okay, use your student account and click make a copy. Okay, if you click make a copy, you should see something like this in your file. So now you have a copy of the assignment in your Google Drive. Okay, this is going to come in. This is what we need to do. There are 8 sections or eight problems that we need to solve. And what we're going to do is we're going to add up these lists of numbers, but we're going to do it in different ways. Okay. Now you could use a calculator. Okay, you could add it up in your head, but that's not the point of the assignment. Okay. So let's get started here. Okay. This says add this column of numbers by using the plus key or the addition key between each cell address you click on. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here to A22. This is where we are going to add our formula. All right, and you can either type it directly in A22 or you can type it in the formula bar. Just make sure that you are in the right spot here. So I'm going to come up here to the formula bar and I'm going to type in equals. Okay, all formulas, all equations in Excel or Google Sheets it starts with the equals. Okay. All right. And now what we want to do is let's click on, let's see. I'm going to do it down here. Equals, and then SUM. Nope. Equals. That's later. Okay. So for this one, just basically copy what I'm doing here, and you should be good. So let's type in equals. Okay. I don't need those suggestions, so I'm going to type in equals, and I'm going to click on the first number. Okay, it is A9, and it adds it down here for us. It's kind of faded. It's in a really light color, but it should show equals A9, and I'm going to type in the plus. Okay, I'm going to just click on the next one. You can click on each box, or you can type out the cell address. I find that clicking on each number with a mouse or the trackpad is easiest. Okay, when you get down to A21, all right, you do not need to add a plus sign at the end. Okay, so this is what it should look like. Equals A9 plus A10 plus A11, etc., all the way to A21. Okay, I'm going to hit enter. All right, and it should give us a total. Okay. Total is 826. Okay, you'll notice the total is down here, and up here in the formula bar we have the formula written. Okay. All right, guys. At any time you need to pause a video, you can. This might be a good time to pause the video, do this, and copy it exactly as I have it right here, and then you should be good. So let's move on to the second one. The second one says, add this column of numbers by typing in the sum formula and selecting these cells to be added. So, guys, it's going to start off the same way. We are adding up the numbers, but we're going to do it in a different way. So don't do it the same way that we did it on that last one. So I'm going to type in equals, and I'm going to type in SUM, and a parentheses. Okay. Now I'm going to click on the first one, and I'm going to hit a comma. I'm going to divide up each one by a comma. And as I go down the list here, after the last one, Don't use a comma, but do a closed parentheses. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Equals sum parentheses C9, comma C10, etc., all the way to C21, and then close parentheses. Okay. So you'll notice that this is different than the first one that we did. Okay. First one we just did an equals, and we just did we used plus signs. This one we're using a formula. So, well, the last one was a formula too, but this is a sum formula. Sum equals addition. So we're going to do that. Now you should have gotten 787. All right. As you notice, these are going to get a little easier as we go along. Okay. Number 3 says add this column of numbers by typing the sum formula and typing in 2 cell addresses with a colon in between them. Okay. So it's going to look just like this one, except we're going to just do the first and the last number in the list. Okay. I'm going to type in equals SUM parentheses. I'm going to click on the first one, and then I'm going to do a colon. Okay. It's the 2 dots. Okay. And I'm going to do the last one. Oh. Error. Okay, let's fix that. Okay. Up here, I'm going to click on the... All right. Let's back up here. Okay. Click on this one right here. Okay. And then type in E21. Okay. This is what it looks like. This is what it should look like. Equals SUM parentheses E9 colon E21 close parentheses. Okay. All right. I'm going to hit enter, and we get the correct answer right here. 734. Okay. Guys, pause the video if you need to. Here's the reason. Never mind. Okay. Derailing a little bit. Look at this formula. Okay, look at this formula, and notice how it is different than the previous 2 that we did. Okay. When we type in the first one and the last one in the list and put a colon in between, it means it's telling Google Sheets to include everything in between the first one and the last one. Okay. You notice how E9 colon, which means we're going to include everything in between. This is called a range of cells. Okay. Range of cells meaning the first and the last and everything in between. Okay. All right. So I'm going to hit enter. All right. And I'm going to use the arrow keys, go over to number 4. Now, this is where it gets a lot easier. Okay. Number 4 says add this column of numbers using the auto sum button and pressing enter. Okay. The auto sum button is kind of the sideways M right here. It's a Greek letter for sigma, I believe. Okay. We're going to come down here and we are going to click on sum. Okay. And it adds it for us. It inserts, not adds, it inserts equals sum with the parentheses. Okay. So I'm going to click on the first one. I'm going to type in colon, and then I'm going to G21. Okay. That's what it looks like, and boom. Okay. All right. Okay. Wasn't that easier? It seemed like that was kind of easier than the others. Okay. Google Sheets will do a lot of the work for us if you know where to go. Okay. Use the formula command. That's this one right here. Okay. If you click on this little arrow next to the sideways M, we have sum, average, count, max, and minimum. Okay. Let's look at these for a minute. Okay, number 5 says average. Number 6 says maximum number. That must be max. Number 7, that should say 7, but it says minimum number, so that should be min. And then 8 says count numbers, so that should be count. And I'm going to explain briefly a little bit about what each of these are. Okay, you guys should know what the average is. Okay, so right now I'm going to click on A32. That's the first one in our list, and I'm going to just highlight from that one down to A44. Okay. And we need the average. You guys should know what the average is. I'm going to click on that and look what it automatically does. If we highlight the list first, okay, it's even easier than what we did previously. We highlight the list first, okay, then we click on that average, and it automatically includes the first and the last one. All you need to do is hit enter, and it gives us the average. Okay, let's do the same thing with the next list. Okay, use the formula tab, maximum number. Okay, let's go to max. Okay, automatically adds it in for us. So you guys should know what the average is. Okay, maximum number finds the highest number in the list. Okay, so if I changed 13 to 130, what's going to be the highest number in the list? It's going to be 130, right? Okay. What if this was 450? That would be the highest number in the list. Guys, this is useful if you have a list, if you have a huge long list of numbers. Okay. If you have like thousands of numbers in your list and you wanted to know what is the highest number, you could use the maximum number to find that. Okay. So I'm going to undo just changing those numbers right there. So the highest one should be 22 in our list. Okay. And the next one says the minimum number, so I'm going to highlight those. I'm going to come up here to minimum. So if number 6, if the previous column was the highest number in the list, minimum number is going to be the lowest number in the list. Okay, so I'm going to hit enter, and it gives me 87. What if this was 45? It would be 45. It's not hard to look through this. I think there's like 12 numbers in this list. Okay, it's not hard to just look through it real quick, especially since they're in order from 10 to 22, from 99 down to 87. It's not hard to know which one is the lowest number, which one is the highest number. However, it would come in useful if you had, like I said, a list of thousands of numbers. Okay. All right. Use the count numbers formula in the list below. Okay. So I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to come up here to count. Okay. Count numbers is just a little different. Count numbers tells us how many boxes or how many cells have digits, have numbers in them. Okay. So if I were to delete this one, okay, and hit enter, well, you wouldn't need to hit enter. You notice how it goes down. Okay. So right now we have 10 boxes within this and this one that have numbers in them. Okay. So right now we've got 13. Okay, guys. Once you get down to this one, you should be done with the assignment. So what you're going to do is you're going to go back to Canvas, turn and find this file. This file is going to be in your Google Drive, okay? And it's called Adding Numbers. You can rename it if you want to. Let's rename it as Excel 3 first name, last name, okay? All right, and it even shows you what folder it is in, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and save it, and then, well, it's automatically saved. Go ahead and rename it, and then you can find it in your Google Drive. Go over to Canvas and get it submitted. Guys, let me know if you have any questions. You can always send me an email or contact me through the Canvas messaging system. And if you have any other questions, please let me know. Thanks.